History is bound to repeat itself if we do not pay attention. And as a female philosopher, I know this story well, but some of you may have never heard of this person. And with the current overturning of Roe v. Wade and the looming threat of a theocratic society, I think the ancient philosopher Hypatia is very important to highlight right now. So who was Hypatia? Hypatia was a female philosopher that lived around 400 AD in a little known place, a part of the Eastern Roman Empire known as Alexandria, Egypt. So Hypatia was one of the last great Alexandrian mathematicians, and she was a very talented astronomer. But she was also a pagan. She actually tolerated a lot of her students being Christians, especially during this time of the 400s. And notably, she was actually a lifelong virgin. A fun fact about Hypatia is men used to come to her lectures and they were just inspired by her so much that they would try and court her and betroth her. And she would throw her menstrual rags at them and just outright be like, absolutely fucking not. I don't like you dudes. Now, I need you guys to remember that about 100 years before Hypatia was the Council of Nicene. Now, a reminder of what the Council of Nicene is. The Council of Nicene was whenever the Christian churches got together for the first time to discuss their rule over Rome. This is a time whenever we see a lot of subjugation of patriarchal oppression on women, the erasure of a lot of pagan religions, and a lot of ancient Greek thought. The only reason why we have Greek philosophy still around was actually due to Islam. Islam went into a golden age whenever Europe went into a dark age. Just even more food for thought. But one of the most notable things about Hypatia was that she was murdered. And she was murdered by a Christian mob. You see, Hypatia studied magic, or what Christians would consider magic to be would be the ancient pagan rituals and religions that were practiced back in the day. Most notably, Hypatia's magic revolved around music, so one can assume probably bringing back old songs about these ancient religions. So a mob of Christians captured Hypatia out of her carriage and attacked her one day. They drug her to an old pagan temple that had been converted into a Christian church, where they then raped her. They removed her eyes with oyster shells, which if you know anything about Greek or Roman mythology, female figures are related a lot to water creatures, so there was actually some counter magic going on. They then dismembered her, drug her limbs through the streets, and then burned her to seal the deal. Now you might ask, why did these people do that? And it's because she was a strong female thinker. She was challenging men and men couldn't stand up to her. And with the theocracy and patriarchal rule, she had no place. So the image of Hypatia has actually been used as an anti-Catholic symbol since the Enlightenment age. And to this day, Hypatia still inspires many female thinkers.